Hey boys, welcome back to some more Warriors career mode, and unfortunately, as you will notice, we have missed a round. We have skipped over the Bulldogs v the Warriors. As I try to find it here, they did beat us 8 points to 6. It was a pretty decent game. I was obviously very frustrated to lose by 2 points, but it was a decent game. But yeah, I didn't record the video. I didn't record the gameplay, which is fairly annoying. But we are taking on the Dragons in this episode, and hopefully we can. Yeah, I feel like we can start to get on a bit of a roll. Hopefully, at least win a few games to give us a sniff at the top 8. When we're definitely not out of the running yet. And also to point out, this is the episode that I switched it to pro difficulty. I can't actually remember if it was on pro difficulty for the Bulldogs game. I might have switched it down for that game. Maybe not though. I'm not actually too sure. But this game, I know for sure we did put the difficulty down to pro, which is still difficult. Like you know, pro difficulty is still a good challenge. The AI still does some good stuff. The defense is still really good. I just feel like honestly, I just feel like a lot of the unfair difficulty aspects for like veteran and legend are not here, in terms of, you know, big hits and that sort of stuff. There's still big hits, as the forward passes still get called forward every time. You know, it's poor play from us. Even in the manual for the game, they say, you know, you got to pass the ball earlier for offloads. To put a big shot on right there. Bodie and Thompson, I think, was on Gareth Woodup. He was just sort of standing there. It was just a perfect opportunity to line him up. And it feels good. It feels real good to put a big shot on the AI dude. As Dragons making a break there with Joel Thompson. They do have a very strong back row with Thompson, DeBellin, Frizzell. So definitely a danger is the Dragons forward pack. As I mean, we're just talking about DeBellin, just makes an absolute cock up there, running it on last play. Terrible stuff. But great play there from who was it? Fusatua onto Ken Mamalo on the wing, just drawing in a couple players, a step going, and good stuff overall. But yeah, I did talk about in a previous, well, I think the previous video I talked about lowering the difficulty just because of that reason. And what I mean by the as I can, you know, right here, just getting a little bit frustrated. You know, 25 minutes gone, still can't, you know, not scoring any points. Trying to chance the arm a little bit, but it is going to come back to bite us with Nene McDonald here. And yeah, that annoyed me because they throw the offload and it's not called forward. It doesn't go forward and they score off the back of it. But yeah, with the unfair difficulty, what I mean is that thankfully Widup misses the conversion, which is good for us. But you know, there's obviously big hits, but in the high difficulties, we pull off another big one. Oh, it feels good. But in the high difficulties, obviously, they put a lot more big hits on, and you drop the ball constantly. So that's definitely frustrating. And also, you know, it's just I think it's balanced a bit more. Is that I don't know why Madalino threw that ball so far to the left. Like, I just try to do a nice small pass, but thankfully on the back of it, it's going to work out because Johnson on the advantage line, just poor numbering from the Dragons there, not really marking up at all well. So the long pass from Madalino paid off. I literally didn't do like a cutout pass. I just pressed L1 to just pass. I don't know who it was, but there was someone like fairly close to me. I was trying to just hit him on the left there, but obviously the game just sort of read that no one was like close other than the person who was a mile away. But it did pay off for us as spread it out here to Vaishek, gets on the outside, some good room to move. So starting to get a little bit of attack going late in this first half. You know, I sort of didn't want the half to end. We were actually looking okay in attack here, but once again the game is going to call time there. That is something that still annoys me, just how long it takes to play the ball. You constantly get called, like the time, half time and full time gets called because they just take so long to play the ball. But you know, we go in with an actual lead, 6-4 here. As I don't know what that kind of play was. Thankfully Johnson caught the ball and you know, just rebuild here as Isaac Luke crabs across field, turns it back on the inside to Gave, And a nice try. I do like that quite a bit. Just isolating the smaller man, James Gavay. Not going to be stopped this close. I think it's Cameron McInnes there. Just bulldozed over the top of him. I always used to call Gavay, but then I've been watching like more Warriors matches, and the Warriors commentators always call him Gavitt. So I don't know which one I'm meant to say. Gavitt sounds strange, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just call him Gavay. It just sounds better. As a nice play here, but I try to put in a kick with Marlowe, and it's caught like a deflection, and he's picked it up. So we get 6 to go. Sometimes the 6 to go calls are fairly strange in this game. I don't know how we got hold of that. Is again, I was not trying to pass, and then we come up with the high shot. I wasn't trying to pass it that wide again. It was just easily picked off the intercept. Poor play. So we're letting the Dragons back into this game. We didn't have it wrapped up, but right here they just had the numbers. I was trying to come up and shut it down, but they could have scored with a couple of plays right there. They had such a big overlap. It's going to be Jason Nightingale who does get the points, and Gareth Wood up with the chance to convert. A fairly similar position to the first kick, and it's just going to miss again. There must be, I think this game might be a fairly stiff breeze, because it is hooking around a fair bit there. But Dragons here, they're only 4 points down. I was actually starting to panic a little bit, because I sort of felt we had this game not wrapped up, but it was fairly comfortable with that 8-point lead. But the try right there has got us a little bit nervous, as Vadavai just takes a strong carry from dummy half. I do like it. I do really like it how the wingers and centers actually go to dummy half in this game. And trying to play pretty smart here. Johnson's going to boot that kick downfield. It's a beautiful kick. We're going to make the first tackle within the 5-meter line. That is fantastic stuff. I was very happy with that play. It's just smart footy. Second tackle, 10 meters out. Just got to do some nice defense here. Unfortunately, Dugan is going to make a break, but good scramble. They did get, again, they offloaded, not called forward. You know, a little bit of unfair difficulties sometimes in this game with offloading especially. But you know, that's how it is. And again, Johnson, this one is looking a little close out on the full. We were pretty close to a 40-20, and also very close to going out on the full. That would have been a big moment if it was out on the full. We had a pretty good breeze behind us there. So another good kick. We're just I wanted to win this game. Just trying to play smart, kicking it into the corners here and relying on the defense, because I do feel like our defense is pretty good, especially defending like their side of halfway. But honestly, I was starting to panic a little bit. I was panicking because we should have this game won, but you know, I was nervous because we've lost so many games already. But that is going to be the full-time siren. We do get the win there. The Warriors boys gelling a little bit. The attack was actually not too bad that game, so hopefully we can take that confidence into the next few games. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.